What's going on, guys? It is Father's Day here in the United States. Welcome to my YouTube channel again. So anyways, I just want to talk about my trade today. Very simple, very easy style setups that I look for, that I'm looking to trade off of, which are just when prices and momentum and wicks being filled, right? So I'm going to make a very short, this will be a 10-minute video. The thumbnail will show my entry so you guys can see what I did. But as you guys know, like, I do trade around the 4-hour time frames. And the thing is today, it's market open, of course, and I saw huge, rejection off resistance here, following into, you can definitely see how there's a lot of momentum following into a wick fill. So what I did was I checked the 1-hour chart as well, and the way that the 1-hour chart left me off was extremely beautiful. Just as you can see, price creating, right, this, lower low here, lower high here, right for this 5 o'clock. This was 5. This is right when the Nikkei market opened. Oops. This is Nikkei market open right here. So we do know that volatility is going to be in the market around this time. But a lot of ways to trade Nikkei is you can wait an hour after. You can trade an hour before. You can just wait for that 4-hour candle. The next 4-hour candle, which is right now. And all my sells are right here. But, after I saw we have a momentum wick to go fill, plus a 4-hour momentum wick to go fill, right? You can definitely see prices in momentum here. It's in a bit of a consolidation box, but it definitely, this momentum was definitely great. So when I looked at that lower time frame, I was able to see, okay, so what do we have, right? We've got, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Boom, huge drop. Here's your retest. I sell the retest, right? So the 5-minute is actually where my entries were better. It was right around here. It was literally right here, because you can see the next 5 minutes is 1800, which is 6 p.m. So now we just have these lower lows, another lower low, potential another lower high, to potentially go back into range. However, this is just very simple. What I'm looking for when I'm trading, right? So if I'm going to delete everything off the screen, and we go over here and we just drop some zones. This is just the 1-hour time frame, right? I'm gonna drop some zones here, drop some zones here, zoom out a little bit. I can definitely see this very strong zone as well. This is actually where some of my TP is. I was getting a little bit of greedy. I put TP here, but then just trying to work on holding for swings a little bit longer. So let's look at where the pip count is. So right now I'm already at 7 pips per position, maybe a little bit less because some of my entries were a little bit lower. I stacked some more. But the bottom of that wick will be 10, and down to the bottom to this next zone, around 14 pips or so. So that's kind of where my profit target is. That's where my goal is, because you can see we're in between this nice zone. And check out this 4-hour. I mean, it's just so beautiful, right? Like, you can definitely see we reject. Boom, the Nikkei market opened an hour after. We know that there's volatility in the market. So we definitely can see that these are the times that I'm looking to trade. I'm looking to trade around high probability times, and I have 0%, I have zero drawdown, right? So all my entries have literally zero drawdown. So if you're taking entries off of like a wick fill here, right? If sells are here, then my stop losses, I'm looking to go around here. My stop loss is looking to be around the most highest resistance, right, off those wicks. But you can definitely see with the strong wick like this, right? Look how strong this wick is. Like, this is such a strong candle. It's just telling you that there's a lot of sells. There's just a lot of potential sell orders, right? Following with this just 4-hour momentum. Look at the wick fill. I mean, it literally filled so perfectly. So I'm just going over to looking at the MT4 real quick. So anyways, this is just a very easy basic analysis. Trading around high probability times. I'm looking for wick fills. I literally would trade only wick fills. That's what I'm looking for, is high momentum, high wick fills. So today is just a very easy going few minute, explanation. As you can see, right, price has highest high here, right? Then we go into a lower low here. then we have the lowest high again, right? And this is right before 5 o'clock, 1700, you can see. And then boom, so that's when the Nikkei market opens. So we know there's volatility in the market. So what do we see? Boom, huge drop. Here's the pullback, right? So it pulls back for half an hour and then followed by the 1 hour momentum wick fill, 4 o'clock, 6 p.m. momentum, and it followed with another wick fill. Very simple, guys. Like, the chart's still running, so the whole idea is when you trade around times that's very specific, when it's high probability times, it's going to increase your success rate with your win-loss ratio, improving your trading plan when you only trade around high probability times, looking for very specific things like wick fills. And on the currency meter, the thing with the currency meter right now was the US dollar and the Japanese yen were pretty similar, but then as you can see, the Japanese yen with higher time frame confirm is just kind of taking over. So that the US dollar is getting a little bit weaker here, and you can see the Japanese yen is much stronger. So that means that UJ would be going down, trading around those high probability times. Look at, so I'm just kind of holding, letting you guys see what's going on. The chart's a little bit better here. Very simple. Like, this is just very simple. I am now at 10 pips per position. So this is actually when I usually start getting ready to close. When I'm at 10 pips per position, that is just generally, my idea of being done. Because too many times you just keep trading, and what do? You just keep screwing yourself up, right? You're up all this profit, you're up all these pips, and then all of a sudden you don't close, and then you screw yourself. So now we're approaching my TP here, and we're about to hit it right now. So there you go. There is going from supply demand, right, zone to zone. As I said, we're going from zone to zone. So we're trading around high probability times, 4-hour momentum, right, 1 hour momentums. Look how beautiful, look how simple these charts were. This is just very simple, right? What do we have? Huge drop, retest, drop, right? And in between zones. So that's how you can get your pip count out and get an idea of how many pips into your next destination. But very simple, guys. I am out of my trade now. As it approached and hit my TP, I have a few with stop loss in profit just to kind of work on swings a little bit, because I'm not a swing trader. I'm a scout 2 swing trader. I actually have 2 sells in Euro JPY too. Not the best entries, but Euro JPY had very huge momentum for going bearish as well, and my sells are here. So I'm just a few pips, and you can see how look at the 1 hour here on Euro JPY. Just finished off so strong. The next zone's not till down here, or at least to the bottom of this wick looking left. So definitely I do have sells in on Euro JPY as well. That's, just the sells are, you had the exact same thing. So here's by 5 o'clock. You can see we already broke past, support here. So boom, just drops right at 17.15, right? That's 5.15, right when the Nikkei market opens. So we know the Japanese yen has volatility. We're going to have some stuff pumping. But what really got me intrigued with selling EJ right now was the fact that the euro was so weak and the Japanese yen was so strong, followed by 4-hour and 1 hour momentum. Look how strong this 4-hour momentum was. So why would we not be going down? Look at the 1 hour momentum. Why would we not be going down into momentum? So very simple. Let's look at USD JPY, see what she's doing. See what happens? Boom, hits zone, then does a little bit of a retracement. I don't care where she goes anymore. I don't care if she keeps going. I don't care if she launches 100 pips. That was just by trading the momentum, getting in, looking to get out, and calling it a day. That's it. All my percentages done. So it took less than 1 hour to be in and out, done, right? It's 30 minutes. So I'm done before an hour. As you can see from my sell entries, we're 11 pips, 12 pips, 14 pips, whatever to the next zone. Just very simple analysis, guys. Anyways, that's all I got for you, right? You know that you can follow me on Instagram, right, at the Wolf of FX, right? You can email me at Volkswagen@iCloud.com. Right, you can hit me up on there, or my Facebook is just my name. Kyle Bray. So anyways, love chatting, love meeting new people. Talk to you guys soon.